Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2017 action-adventure thriller film Beyond Skyline, starring Iko Uwais, him from Woo Assassins. You got Frank Grillo, you got Johnny Weston, Borjana Novakovic, Galen Mulvey, a bunch of other people are in this. This was awesome. Why does no one talk about these Skyline films? I don't understand. So let's talk about these. This is something that I love this film, first and foremost. This is something that I wanted so much in regards to Cloverfield, because I always wanted to see another version, another viewpoint of the attack in New York with the Cloverfield monster. Like, we get the main story about, the party and blah, 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 and Ben Feldman plays this guy, Trent. He's like, good to meet you, right? Best line in the whole movie. I always wanted to see a different side of Manhattan, a different take on the story. That's why I think Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous is so epic, because it's another version, it's another take, it's another perspective of when the Indominus Rex escapes its paddock and wreaks havoc on Jurassic World. So that's what is awesome about this film. Beyond Skyline is concurrent with Skyline, which came out in 2010. So this is 7 years later, sequel-wise, but it's the same time, happened at the same time. So the alien invasion in Los Angeles happens. We have Jarrett and we have Avery as the two main characters in the first movie. Avery is pregnant. They both get sucked into the machine. We know that Jarrett's his brain gets taken out of his skull, puts into that, biomechanical suit, if you will, to become a new alien hybrid. But he maintains his Jarrett personality and then hides Avery away to, keep her safe. So in this movie, we have Frank Grillo playing Mark, and his son is Trent, played by Johnny Weston. And he's in Los Angeles Police Department. What title is he? I know he's like on leave. He's like due back, whatever. But his son Trent is getting into trouble. So Trent's downtown. He, is about to be processed, but then they get them out of jail, and then their car won't start. So then they go into the subway, and then the lines just stop, because that's when the first cannon of light comes down and sucks the people up. Audrey is Audrey is the conductor on the train that they happen to come across, and then they, in the process, they're making friends along the way, trying to survive. They're having their version of looking into the light, how to escape the giant, hybrid monsters, the giant monster machines, if you will, the tentacle creatures with the blue lights. And then a lot of the story takes place in the ship. That Trent does lose his life, his brain gets sucked out of his head, but it's put into a machine, and he himself is maintaining his Trent personality on and off. But in the process, Frank Grillo's character of Mark is meeting Jarrett as an alien, but as well as Avery, who is a different actress. They recast her. I wonder why. But she's only 3 months pregnant, and she's about to give birth. So something happened when Avery looked into the lights, and that alien hybridness transforms the fetus into an actual human baby. So then the baby pops out. Frank Grillo helps, deliver said child. Jarrett helps them escape, helps the baby and Mark escape, because Avery then passes away from labor. And then it's a matter of trying to figure out, why is this kid growing so fast, what to do. The ship winds up crashing in Laos, Laos, which is west of Vietnam and south of China, right? So it's Southeast Asia. Laotian is what the people in Laos say. There's pretty ancient ruins, like gigantic temples, gigantic pyramid structures. I don't know the names of them, but there's like a base of operation there for like a heroin den or whatever. But that's where their new safe zone is. So that's where Aiko's character comes into play. That he's working with his sister, trying to protect the base, but they also have a scientist there who's actually a cook making all of this product. And then he's now studying the blood of the little girl, the little hybrid girl, and saying, wow, her blood is actually the key. It's amazing that these creatures probably were here before, and they planted us on this earth, and it's harvest time now, that they need our minds once again. They need repopulated bodies, so why they're taking the babies to experiment on them to get them to grow faster. So they realize that if they combine her blood with one of their neutron bombs, they can explode a ship, but in the process of exploding the ship, they could also change the alien hybrid mind back to a human mind in the alien body. And they're like, haha, we can get these people not to be slaves anymore. And they do it. And it's awesome. And then you got a 10-year later flash forward of Rose, who's now the little girl. The little girl's name is now Rose, working with Trent to defeat some mothership to, send their red neutron blast instead of the blue neutron blast. So it's pretty cool. And that's kind of where the third one picks up. But again, I have to rewatch the first 10 minutes of the third to make sure I got everything right. But the best part of this entire film, and I shit you not, there were outtakes at the end of the guys in the monster suits. Like, they'd look one way and the helmet would fly off, and like these guys were on stilts and they would trip and they would fall, and like, I have never seen a blooper reel for a sci-fi horror film. Like, imagine if Ridley Scott's Alien, right, 1979 Alien, whatever year that was. Imagine if we got a blooper reel for Alien. How iconic would that be? Or a Star Wars blooper reel. Or some Star Trek blooper reel. This had a Predator. Imagine a Predator blooper reel. I would have pissed my pants of laughter. There was a blooper reel at the end of this movie. Go watch it on Netflix right now. It is absolutely perfect. Why is no one talking about this franchise? We need to discuss this. The character design is great. The story is simple and perfect. I love it. Mucho mahalo.